Well, the night vision's going, so that means it's time for another turkey hunt. I'm here in Wisconsin on a very small tract of private land. I have access to. It butts up to a very large tract of public land. And the private has kind of ridges and hills, and the public's more swampy, swamp bottom, river bottom type terrain. Turkeys like to get up on these hills sometimes and roost, although they will roost down in the bottoms. But I'm hoping there's some up here. It's an hour, almost exactly an hour before official sunrise. So they should start gobbling here soon if there's any around. I'm gonna kind of help that along here a little bit with my owl hooter. But if nothing is on this private chunk, then I'm gonna hit the public and see what I can scrounge up down there. Wisconsin season's rolling on. We've got, I guess, about 3 weeks left, which is quite a bit. And we've got a lot of tags we can potentially fill. I was going to go to South Dakota, but the weather's going to be so nice here in Wisconsin this week, I decided to push South Dakota till later in May. But let me shut the camera off and listen real quietly, and then here soon we'll make an owl hoot. Nothing seems to be going on in this chunk of woods. So I'm gonna head back to the truck real quick and drive down the road and access the public from a different spot. I could access it from here, but I haven't heard anything nearby. I'm gonna head to a huge bluff, and it seems like there's some fields up on top, and there's definitely some private at the very top that borders the public. Some cut cornfields, I imagine. And might be some birds hanging out up there, and I can pull them onto the public. So this place has usually got birds in it. I'm just surprised I'm not hearing anything, but I'm not gonna sit around here while it's silent. I'm gonna go find a bird that wants to gobble. This is a spot that I was actually considering coming to first thing this morning. There's public cuts in behind some private here, and I don't know if you can see some fields here. There's actually a flock of turkeys, at least 2 strutters and some hens out there, way out there in that field. But sometimes birds roost down here just below the lip of this ridge here down in the bottoms. There's a couple of big trees down there they like to roost in, and I was considering hunting it first thing this morning, but it's a hit and miss kind of deal. It's either some birds roost there or not. Otherwise, there won't be any at all right here in this section of bottoms. But I'm gonna hit a call and see if, I'll do a coyote howl and see if I hear anything back in there. Heard a gobble. Just jumped a pile of deer, but I heard a gobble that way, so I'm like, get my ears on better. Oh, some birds out there in the field. They got a pile of hens with them, so I ain't gonna attempt to call them way across this field onto the public. Well, ease on down the road. Ease on down the road. You don't get this kind of view staying at the bottom, that's for sure. but it's work. Still going. No, it just stopped. Kind of give you a little idea how steep it is right here. I mean, it's like at a 45, maybe not quite 45, 40 degrees. It's pretty steep. I only got about 30 more yards to go up. I was planning on hunting the other side of the river this morning by kayak, but I was up late last night editing. Didn't have time to get everything packed up, and I was like, you know what, I'll just come and hunt this side. I got a tag that I can use in this area. Tomorrow morning I might go over there. It's supposed to be nice again tomorrow. It's probably where all the turkeys are at. It's beautiful up here. Looking for turkey tracks. I see deer tracks. I think I'm gonna do some blind calling here for a little while. Got this little narrow field here and then another one down there. And then beyond it is the private land that has a huge ag field. I can't imagine turkeys not wanting to come up here at some point. See if I can find some tracks to confirm they're coming up here. 7 o'clock. I just got settled in for a blind sit up on top of the mountain. We'll see how it goes. Turkey gobbled. Not too terribly far away, off in that direction. Sounds like he's not in the. Sounds like he's on the public or just off of it in the ravine that drops down there. Yeah, man, got a bird gobbling. Give him a little bit of time and then we'll touch base with him again and see if he's made any progress this way. If not, then we might have to move closer and get in within this bubble Yep, he's coming. Well, I couldn't move the camera. This bird was nervous. But I got him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Public land. I wish I could have moved the camera. There's no way that bird would have let me do that. My mistake was I had to decoy too far to the left for where he was coming from, but I put it there as a general direction because I didn't know where a bird might gobble. You know, in hindsight now, when he gobbled, I maybe should have repositioned, but yes, Wisconsin tag field, public land. Look at that beautiful bird there. He's got, I'm gonna say it's just under an inch on one hook. Well, maybe both of them are just under an inch. But I want you to look at this right here. We got two beards, double bearded bird. Public land. It doesn't get any better than that. I tell you, walked up this mountain, and that's basically what it is. I mean, it's straight up beautiful little meadow here on top, and came up here, didn't hear anything at first, and so I decided to do some blind calling, and I think my first series of cutting on the pot call got him to gobble, and he sounded like he was in that private cornfield, which it's still quite a ways from here. And it took him a little while to get here. He came pretty quick at first, but then he got in the woods there and he kind of hung up, and I can see a lot of fallen trees, and that may have slowed him up, and I could see him strutting sometimes. I could hear him drumming. He finally broke and came up into the field. And when he got up in the field and he saw this Jake decoy, boy, he come on a mad dash. He got here in a hurry, and he didn't fight it. I guess because the decoy didn't move. He's like, okay, you're not running away from me, and it kind of alarmed a little bit. And now I'm looking back where I'm sitting, because I didn't really have a backdrop there. I kind of stood out a little bit, and it made him a little nervous, and so I didn't get the kill shot with the main camera because I certainly wasn't going to pass this bird, because that's what it would have been. If I'd tried to move the camera, gone. That bird would have been gone. So I just held my ground, and he almost came back to give me a shot in frame, but then he turned back and started to go that way. And, man, what a dandy bird. I know one thing, this location, well, not this one, but right out there is going to make a superb backdrop for photos with this bird. Oh man, that's cool.